It's time now for the Peter Chill Morning News for this Thursday morning, April 16th, 2015. Good morning to you all this Thursday morning, April 16th, 2015. Here are your news headlines here. Top story at 7:01. Here is a 40 days plan to expand the search zone for the missing Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 if the plane is not located in the coming months. When disgruntled for the mailman, Doug Hughes led the result to a late helicopter on the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol yesterday. He was hoping to stir debate about campaign finance reform. Israelis have come to a mental 2-minute standstill as sirens pierce the air in remembrance of the 6 million Jews killed in the Nazi Holocaust during World War II. Maybe the reason the NFL didn't see that Aaron Hernandez was a psychopath because he didn't want to, but during the 10-month murder trials that would later put former New England Patriots tight end in prison for life, Aaron Hernandez cracked jokes. There's no telling how a young star is going to be reactable, but that moment doesn't occur very often. It takes a perfect set of circumstances as Anthony Davis leads the Dallas Pelicans back to the playoffs. 34-year-old supermodel Gisele Bündchen strutted her last catwalk during the Sao Paulo Fashion Week in Brazil with her husband Tom Brady giving front row support. Vladimir Putin is taking calls from across Russia's A5 regions. The Russian president defends a proven selling air defenses of Iran. He says that Russia's economic remains strong. John Cups. The UN Special Envoy to Yemen, Jamal Minamar, has stepped down from his post amid criticism of his failure to put an end to the conflict in the country. In Anbar province, Iraq, the call from Father SI, the deputy chief of the Provincial Council, who they were supposed to meet up with, they just came just as they were about to hit the brig, the only safe route from Baghdad to the neighboring Anbar province. South African mobs are machetes targeted foreigners and their businesses at the port of city Durban this week, leaving at least 5 people dead at 40, they said. Albany, according to Governor Andrew M. Cuomo's memoir, All Things Are Possible, recouping books events. However, maybe as tax returns show, Cuomo's income rose in 2014, launching for a memoir deal. Arizona Sheriff Joe Arpaio has repeatedly clashed with federal government on the issue of going after illegal immigrants. The courts dealt after defeat the self-described America's toughest sheriff, Joe Arpaio, Phoenix, and Arizona has failed to overturn. United Health Group Incorporated on Thursday raised its full-year guidance due to a stronger than expected 13% revenue increase, and the latest quarter it has continued to benefit from the customer growth. In contrast, recent move to raise wages for its U.S. employees, McDonald's in Japan enacted a more stringent performance-based pay for workers and forecasted winding up loss in its second biggest market. Shanghai, foreign directed investment to China rose 2.2% on the year in March, while outbound flows posted about a rise as foreign corporate investors remain undeterred by China's weakening domestic economic performance. The Dow will start today, close at 18,112.61, up 75.91. SP 500 will start today at 2106.63, and NASDAQ 5,011.02. She's considered to be active royalty, so it was quite the honor when Earl Mirror turned up to support the overnight. Open the data, find a Neverland on Broadway on Wednesday night. Space debris is the size of a greater mass going to be fatal to NASA's New Horizons since NASA's New Horizons spacecraft was launched on a mission to Pluto in 2016 beyond its flyby. With Pluto has been very careful to impact on any fire. This is a second attempt to land the Falcon 9 rocket safely off the boat after it was launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, but it's time also to fail like the first attempt. It came down but landed abruptly in the boat. The clinical trial of the Pfizer's breast cancer drug was halted due to some problems related to the performance of the drug. But now, the problems have been solved and now the drug is ready for a clinical trial. Experts have expressed concern over a deadly tick-borne virus outbreak that known to cause human deaths, which may not be on the loose in New Jersey. Okay, take a look at New England alerts here. An early morning fire in Clifton, New Jersey at 109 East 6th Street at a two-alarm fire as a heavy fire showed on arrival out of the two-story property rail. That's command requested the second off as happened honestly, which it did. Peter Channel News Times, 7:06. Time now for sports news here. The U.S. has beaten the Mexican national team 4 straight times on American soil at that exact scoreline. And tried to continue to break up performed by Stanford sophomore Jordan Morrison says U.S. stumps Mexico 2-0 in here. Manny Pacquiao pronounced himself ready to fight Floyd Mayweather, saying he's willing and engaged and beat an American in the middle of the wing. That's what it takes to win. Last night, the Boston Celtics defeated the Milwaukee Bucks in the final regular season game of the NBA season, 105-100, as the Boston Celtics will be set to take on LeBron James of Cleveland Cavaliers. And game one will be Sunday at 3 p.m. And the Boston Red Sox fall to the Washington Nationals yesterday at Fenway Park 10-5. As next up, the Red Sox a 4-game weekend series with the Baltimore Orioles here. Peter Channel News Times now 7:07 here, and this Thursday morning here, and it's time out for a travel report here. Here's what's going on in traffic at 95 on the northbound side. Slow around 295 an hour here. 295 on the northbound side. Slow before you approach 95 an hour here. Route 24, a little slow from 140 in Taunton to the Route 44 in Raynham here. 95 on the northbound side is slow from Devonta Street in Norwood all the way out to Route 120 in Canton here. Route 24 on the northbound side, slow from Harrison Boulevard in Avon to Route 120 in Randolph here. Route 3 on the northbound side, slow from Route 18 in Weymouth all the way down to Braintree Split. 120 on the southbound side, slow from after Route 28 in Randolph all the way up to the Braintree Split here. Southeast Expressway, slow from the Braintree Split all the way up to Dorchester here. Southeast Expressway southbound side, slow from the Mass back down to Dorchester due to trekking on the highway from the Southeast Expressway on the southbound side. So if you're in that area, expect a lot of delays around that area here. And it's hanging on a railroad track, so expect some delays on the red line here. 128 on the northbound side. It's slow from 95 in Canton all the way up to before Route 9 in Wellesley here. Mass back in the eastbound side. It is backed up after 495 westward all the way up to Natick, and then you hit the brakes again from 120 western all the way up to Newton Corner here. 93 to the southbound side. It's backed up from 120 in the rating all the way out to the Zachem Bridge. Route 1 on the southbound side. It's slow from Tober Bridge in Chelsea all the way out to Route 93 in Charlestown here. 128 on the southbound side. It is slow from Linfield all the way before Route 38 in Woburn, and he hit the brakes again after 38 in Burlington all the way past Route 3 in Burlington here. Route 3 to the southbound side. It's slow from 485 in Chelsea all the way up to Route 128 in Burlington here. 93 to the northbound southbound side. Slow from 133 and out over all the way up to Route 129 already there. 95 looking good from 128 in Peabody to the New Hampshire border here. And the Everett Turnpike to the southbound side. A little slow down from Bareback and National before 101A. That's because due to the accident at Everett Turnpike to the northbound side. So northbound side of the Everett Turnpike after 101A. National expect some delays here. Southbound side, a few delays here. But otherwise, you are good to go in the Granite State and Main Turnpike. Looking fine from Kittery all the way up to the Portland there. 93 to the southbound side. A little slow around 230 to Methuen here. And the Worcester area commute is looking good. And in the Providence area, 610 connector, a little slow from Matt Wells Avenue to Route 95 in Providence. But otherwise, a smooth sailed commute to the city of Providence here. And in Providence and vicinity here. And Jamestown and Newport bridges are looking good. Board and Sacramento bridges are looking good here. And let's take a look at At the MBTA, shuttle buses replaced the Red Line service North Quincy to JFK due to truck accident on the Southeast Expressway on the northbound side. Here. And on Kabir Rail, the Middleburg, Kingston, Greenbush reported discovered that 2 tow trucks that out of the accident of Route 93. As the Greenbush line trade 070, 5:40 a.m. from Greenbush is still stopped due to a truck hanging from the Route 3 bridge. Tow trucks to the route. And the Providence Stoughton line. Train 806, 5:50 a.m. from Wickford Junction delay today, 10-15 minutes due to earlier delays. Here, Peter Children's time is now 7:12, and it's time now for a weather report here on this. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast here. For today, sun skies will have about 62 degrees. Cloud wave becoming south for about 5 to 8 miles by the afternoon. For the night, increased skies will lower at 41 degrees. South wind about 7 to 9 miles per hour. For Friday, showers likely to be before 1 p.m. Cloud skies will have about 62 degrees. Southwest wind about 11 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 70%. New precipitation about between the 7/4 inch possible. For Friday night, Petrovac after 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies. The gradual becoming mostly clear skies, low about 46 degrees. Southwest wind about 5 to 7 miles per coming after midnight. Here, for Saturday, sunny skies about 70 degrees. West wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. West skies 24 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear skies, low about 42 degrees. Sunday, sunny mostly cloudy skies about 58, low about 39 degrees. For Monday, chance of rain, cloud skies about 53, low about 44 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40% on Monday, up and into 60% by Monday night. For Tuesday, chance of rain showers, mostly cloudy skies about 59, low about 42 degrees. Chance of precipitation 50% on Tuesday, down into 30% by Tuesday. And for Wednesday, partly sunny skies about 38 degrees. North temperature set at 32 degrees with some fair skies. And that is going to be it for the Peter Show Morning News on this Thursday morning, April 16, 2015. People, have a good day, and we'll see you later on. Bye, buddy.